This is the Red Podcast. Here's your host, David Hooper.
I've sat on this for a couple of days, actually more than a couple of days, because I haven't been sure how to approach it. And I'm still not sure. So this isn't going to be perfect, but I do think it's important that we do approach it. I think we need to have the discussion because that's the only way we're going to be able to do something about it. And because this is a marketing podcast, I've also got something about this situation that you can apply to your business. I've been in the entertainment industry for 20-something years. I had a marketing company, musicmarketing.com. That's mostly what I did, music marketing. But I've worked with some other sectors of the industry, some of them as notoriously shady as the music industry. One, modeling, also film and television. And I want to say that 99%, more than that, most all of the people that I've ever worked with, great people. They're easy to work with, they're respectful, they're open-minded, really good people. I remember getting into the business because I'd heard all sorts of rumors of sex, drugs, rock and roll, and finding that it really isn't that. A lot of people, really clean living people, really good people, people with morality, people who want to do well, and they're in the entertainment industry because they love the entertainment industry. But with that said, and I think this is probably true of any industry, you do hear rumors, people who are secretly gay, women who slept their way to the top, but you also hear rumors of people in the industry, a lot of times executives, sometimes performers, stars, entertainers, who have forced themselves onto other people. And one of those rumors that you'd hear about was Harvey Weinstein. There's some pretty damning tape going around. It's from a 2015 sting operation. It's painful to listen to, but I think it's also important to listen to. I also want to say this woman's name, the woman who did it, because I think she was very, very brave in her situation to go in with a wire to have a conversation with arguably one of the most powerful men in show business. If you've seen any of the film and television awards in the last 20 years, this is the guy that the majority of people think more than God. That's how many people thank him for their success. So for this woman, she's a young Filipina Italian model, to have a conversation with a wire with one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, I think it's very brave. Her name is Ambra Gutierrez. Check this tape out.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm going to take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
I don't drink.
Have
Can
a
I
glass of
stay
water.
on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. Now you're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, I
No,
cannot.
come in
No,
here.
yesterday was a kind of aggressive for
I
me.
know.
I need to know a person to
I
be
won't
touched.
do a thing.
I don't want
Do a thing, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but
I
I don't
promise.
want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I
I
ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go
to.
to the bathroom. Come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do anything. You'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel,
I'm not
I'll stay.
embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
Honey, don't have a fight with me in the
It's not
hallway.
nice.
Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my
Why
jacket, you can go.
yesterday you touched my breast?
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that.
But
Come on.
are you used
Please.
to that?
Yes, come in. Because
No, but I'm not used to
I
that.
won't do it again. Come on. Sit here. Sit here for a minute, please.
No, I don't want
If
to.
you do this now, you will embarrass me. But no. Fine. Never call me again. Okay? I'm sorry. I promise you I won't do anything.
I know, but yesterday was too
The
much
guy is
for
coming.
me.
I will never do another thing to you. 5 minutes. Don't ruin your friendship with me for 5 minutes.
I know, but it's kind of like, it's too much for me. I can't.
Please, you're making a big scene here.
No,
Please.
but I want to leave.
Okay. Goodbye. Thank you.
I think you can listen to this, you can hear what the problem is. I feel more or less that most people in our society, we know that this is not appropriate. Now, I said at the very beginning of this episode, this is a marketing podcast. There's going to be a marketing lesson here. And this is where things get a little bit weird because this is Red Podcast. It's the podcast for experts. It's not necessarily something where you're going to get a lot of social commentary or a lot of my opinion on something that has nothing to do with marketing. So I'm going to make this about marketing. Something you may have done is very similar to Harvey Weinstein. I certainly did this in the beginning of my career, is begging. And when you listen to that tape, it sounds so pathetic. Now, we're not necessarily begging in the same way that he is, but we're begging to get a sale. We're begging to keep somebody working with us. We're begging to keep somebody from leaving us. We're begging to get a job. It sounds awful when you listen to it. And I wanted to play this tape because I want you to think about this situation the next time you're in something like this where somebody is refusing what your offer is. Now, I want to make this perfectly clear. In a lot of ways, anything you do in business, apples and oranges from what Harvey Weinstein is doing. But at the same time, you're not going to forget that tape and how pathetic it was. And I want you to think about yourself when you go into these situations. I want you to be a confident person. Whether you're male, whether you're female, I want you to be that confident business owner. I want you to be that confident expert. Make your offer, fly your flag, present what it is that you've got. Let them decide. The only thing you can do is present. Your job is not to beg. Your job is to present what you do and allow people to come to you. If somebody's not into it, they're not into it. So in short, I want you to be like Amber Gutierrez. I want you to know your value. I want you to stand up for yourself and absolutely do not beg. Questions or comments, reach out to me at David Hooper on Twitter. And if you want to make sure that you never miss an episode of Red Podcast, go to redpodcast.com. Look in the top left. Got 5 buttons. Pick one. This is how you subscribe. If you're on an Android, got a button for you. iPhone, got a button for you. If you want an app, I've got a button for you. Top left at redpodcast.com. That'll let you subscribe with one click and make sure you never miss an episode. Coming up on Red Podcast, speaking of strong women, I'm going to have a conversation with a woman who's doing something so brave, so ballsy, you may have a hard time believing it. This is not an episode for you to listen to with your kids. So if you normally do that, you have been warned. To make sure you don't miss it, again, redpodcast.com. Look in the top left. One click is all it takes to subscribe. Go subscribe right now before you forget, and I'll see you on that next episode.
You've been listening to Red Podcast. Never miss an episode. Subscribe now with your iPhone, Android, or via RSS at redpodcast.com.